Hi everyone, it's me Leslie here with another video. Thank you so much for watching my video and thank you so much for subscribing. Today I am doing Storytime Part 13. And so yesterday I was looking in my closet for something to wear. And I've got this little closet, but the point is I was looking in my closet and I just saw all of these clothes on my hangers, and it looked like a lot of clothes. And it got me thinking, when is it enough? Is it ever enough? Will I ever have enough clothes to make me feel like I have enough? And clothes can be substituted with other things, like, do I have enough jewelry to make me feel like I'm enough? Do I fill in the blank? Will it ever make us feel like it's enough? And the truth is, there's no satisfying the material ego side of ourselves. There's no satisfying that. It's never enough. And from personal experience, I've discovered that trying to fill voids through our objects is never going to work. And living for our egos and living for our material wants and desires and living for our physical selves is never going to fill that void that we have within ourselves. And I want to elaborate on that a little bit more, but I did write something about what I'm talking about, so I want to read that to you all. If you all don't know, I do have a blog on Wordpress.com. It's called Adventurer Diary. And so if you just look up Adventurer Diary .wordpress.com, you'll find me there. And I do a lot of just picture blogging, but sometimes I'll write poetry or just thoughts I have. So if you guys want to go over there and see what I'm doing on WordPress, Adventurer Diary, I'll put it in the description. Just go ahead and check me out. But I want to read the writing that I wrote yesterday to you all. So here it is. And the writing I wrote is called In Search of a More Meaningful Life. And so it starts off like this. How much jewelry is enough? How flawless does our skin have to be for us to consider it beautiful? How much of our bodies do we have to give away in order to gain the proper amount of acceptance? How long or how often must we spend at the salon? How must our bodies look to be enough? How must we present ourselves in order to be enough for everyone else? How many skills must we acquire to feel adequate? How much education must we obtain to feel sufficiently educated? The truth is, as long as we are stuck in a material way of thinking, stuck in our egos, we are never going to be enough for ourselves or anyone else. It's when we transcend our physical hang-ups and release them, can we fly into more understanding in the spiritual realm. Releasing the ego for something better, a more enlightened way of living. Releasing the need to be the best at something, the burdensome desire to be number one at something which is brought about by our egos. Let us human beings step toward a more divine state of existence, living to be better for ourselves and others, rather than living to attach to some physical gratification and acceptance. Releasing the burdensome, seemingly constant pulling down of the self by the intoxicating drain of the ego. So that was the writing I wrote, and I wanted to read that to you all today because I've been battling with my hang-ups and my ego, and I just got inspiration to write about it. And I wanted to share that inspiration with you all. There is no number one. And I think that we live in a society that says, oh yeah, there's a number one and you ain't it. Or there's a number one and maybe you'll be it for a second, but then maybe somebody's going to steal that space from you. So you got to fight for it. And I'm here to say that that's our egos talking. And our goal should truly be to shine in our own uniqueness and not try to conquer the next person or compete with the person next to us or whatever. We've been taught that this is a big competition and I'm going to be the winner or else. And I'm saying that that's ego. And I'm saying that comes from an ugly place. And I'm saying that none of us can truly be number one. We're all uniquely ourselves in our own right. And we should be coming from a place of love rather than a place of competitiveness and I'm going to get mine and I'm going to make sure you don't get yours or whatever. But I just felt inspired to talk to you all about this. And maybe if you look in your closet and perhaps it's not just your clothes, perhaps it's something else that I didn't even mention. Think about the acquisition of things from the ego perspective. And is that something that's bringing you down, hindering your spiritual growth, hindering your personal growth? Because at the end of the day, these bodies, they deteriorate and they die. And we're more than that. There's something else here. And it yearns for us to see that we're more than this physical that you see. We're love. And that our neighbors are love too. And I think that's kind of all I want to say about that today. Don't compete with your neighbor. Love your neighbor. None of us are number one, regardless of what society wants us to think and believe. We're all unique. We're all amazing. And hopefully we're all here wanting to shine a brighter light and be better for the world that we're living in, be better for ourselves and be better for others. We're not here trying to focus on outside in, but rather inside out. And that's where I'll leave it today. And until next time, bye.